First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with their opponents. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, Tremont Smith. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
First down and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Got an open man, it's Harmon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Harmon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, it's Watson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Watson looks to throw again. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Grant Delpit. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Watson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that this offense was going to try to put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Here's Smith to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 87 yards. And the Mounties are an extra point away from evening this one up. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. These two teams all tied after 1. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Off of play action, it's Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Mounties have moved out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 2nd down now, Hilton. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field. I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 44, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw. Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Mounties will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
makes the score Mounties 20, Browns 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
Being chased out, hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Browns drive about to get started.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter, as he'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll air this out deep for Harmon.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this play is going nowhere fast as he goes down. That one might need to go back to the drawing board as they fail on the two-point try. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hey.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This out quickly to Williams.
So the pitch and catch good for 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
36.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And incomplete on the deep ball.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3 down. 31's the mic.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Mike Williams,
His second touchdown on the season.
and the Browns have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does. And
all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Mixon, 78 yards. And the Mounties might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's got room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike 55. Mike 55. Watch the screen. Pass. Chase. Smash. Check 55 to Mike.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's got Jordan complete right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Watson now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Alexander. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now it's Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Watson dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the Browns are right back in this football game. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Browns drive about to get started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing now, Watson on the move to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that can get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.